Hey Style Peeps, quick cue for you. Do you follow the trends? Or do you feel like that's just a complete waste of time? Well, I have 3 reasons that you should think about following the trends. Stay tuned. Thanks so much for sticking with me. I'm Liz Kleba from Closet Play Image, where we are all about bright ideas for your style and your wardrobe. So yeah, let's talk about that. And let's talk about what I mean by follow the trends, because I don't necessarily mean buy the trends. So when I say follow, I'm talking about following, like paying attention to them, tracking them, knowing what's going on. Because really, all 3 reasons come down to one thing, and that is knowledge is power. It really is. Knowledge is power. So number 1, when you follow the trends, when you pay attention to what's going on, whether you like to watch fashion show videos or just pick up a style magazine and take a look at what they say, or maybe you want to read blog posts. I've got a blog post actually going live today about fall winter style trends for 2022-2023. So yeah, knowledge is power, and knowing what colors are going to be in the stores, what kind of silhouettes are going to be in the stores, can go a long way to relieving your shopping frustration, right? If you know that there's a silhouette that works for you that is not trending, then you're not going to get as frustrated when you don't see it everywhere you look, right? Or, oh, I do like that. This might be my season to do some shopping, right? Or there's a color that works really well for you. So all of a sudden, this might be your season to buy a couple more pieces. It's not your season. There's no colors here that work for you and that you like. Maybe this is your season to save money and wait for another to come along, right? So knowledge is power. It can prevent a lot of frustration, knowing what is trending. Number 2, knowing what's trending lets you know what you already have that looks current and what you can work with. So you can go, oh, well, that would actually look great with what I already have. You can save yourself a lot of money if you're not buying entire outfits, but you're buying selected pieces that speak to your style that you already, that already you work for you, but that will work with what you already own, right? And update what you have without going out and buying an entire wardrobe. You can buy a couple of pieces, right? And update your entire wardrobe with just a couple of current pieces. Why does that matter? Well, it's a long story. And I will link a blog post below, but basically, dated looking style is associated with dated looking ideas. And new ideas are currency in our culture. They really are. That doesn't mean that old ideas aren't valuable, but new ideas are also currency. And being engaged with what is going on around us is a powerful way not to stay young, because I'm not grasping at youth, but to maintain our curiosity and youthfulness, and to not get as frustrated with what's going on around us and the people around us. If we know what their context points are, it makes it a lot easier to relate to people. So, number 2, there's knowledge is power, number 2. And knowledge is power, number 3 piece. We can avoid getting caught up in the trends and buying a whole bunch of things that don't work for us. Because when you know what's coming, you can analyze it and discover what's actually wearable for you, right? Because not every trend that comes is going to last. Some trends have better staying power, right? Some trends become perma-trends. Some trends become classics. When the skinny jean first appeared, nobody called it classic. It was a trend, but it became a perma-trend. And then all of a sudden it became a classic. And it's kind of having its moment out of the sun for a little bit. And who knows, it may come storming back right away. We can't tell, because fashion is not an island. Fashion, Amanda Halley, she is a fashion historian. She explains that fashion is a response. Fashion is a response to what's going on in culture. But so that number 3 is really about avoiding getting caught up in needing to buy a whole bunch of things, because you can selectively choose what's wearable and what works for you. And that's kind of related to what we talked about in number 2 as well. But it's very easy to get overwhelmed and just, ooh, gotta buy all this stuff. Well, I give you permission not to. I give you permission to choose from the trends and choose what's wearable for you. So I will link that blog post below because it goes live on Tuesday. And that's a little bit about some of the fashion trends that I think are wearable. And what I'm wearing right now is kind of honoring that fall fashion trend. So yeah, it's going to be a very maximal season. Let me just give you that hint. Everything is out there. And that is the reason I really wanted to do this video, because a lot of people are looking at what's in the stores and looking at what's in the magazines, and they're going, how do I even begin to choose? Because it is literally everything is out there. The 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the aughts, you name it, it is out there. And so it's a matter of, like I said, knowledge is power, choosing and selecting what works for you. So if you found anything valuable here, or in any of the other videos you've watched, please do me a solid, like, subscribe, you know all that stuff. Tick the notification bell because it makes the algorithm super happy, and it's good for me and for the channel. So I appreciate that, because style is not just a love of mine and a passion, it is my business. So if you want to find out more about Closet Play image, closetplay.biz, style, trends, you name it, capsule wardrobing, all that goodness, you can find out more on the blog. That's Capsule Play. Gosh, Capsule Play. I might need to think about making that into a series. Closetplay.biz, closetplay.biz. Biz rhymes with Liz. I'm Liz Kleba. I wish you a wonderful day. Stay safe and sound, sane, and stylish.